So clearly it's too late to do anything about the Chinese military aircraft that just hovered over some of our nuclear launch sites. But some members of Congress are taking the threat from China seriously. Congressman Chris Smith of New Jersey is one of them. He is the chairman of the new bipartisan China Commission. He just introduced a bill to strip China of trade privileges. He's also introduced legislation to remove trade offices in the U.S. that are effectively controlled by China. Seems obvious that every Republican in the chamber would support this. Do you think they will? We're about to find out. Congressman Chris Smith joins us tonight. Congressman, thank you so much for coming on. Pretty straightforward.
Tucker, thank you.
Piece of legislation, from what I can tell. Are we going to strip China of its trade privileges? How many members are supporting this?
Well, we're building a group. I've talked to a lot of people, and we're going to get co-sponsors, and a lot of them. You know, back in May 26, 1994, President Bill Clinton severed the relationship between human rights and trade, and that's when we lost China. That's when we lost it. That's when they said all they care about is profits, and in came the multilateral corporations to make money hand over fist, exploiting the local workforce. Under Xi Jinping, they've gone from bad to extremely worse. The Uyghurs are being subjected to genocide. Religious freedom is being decimated all over China. So the oppressor, and that's Xi Jinping and the Chinese Communist Party, are horribly oppressing the people of China. Taiwan could be next, and certainly Hong Kong now has been largely lost. So our bill says, Bill Clinton, you had it right when you were saying there ought to be linkage between human rights and trade. I'm taking that whole template and saying we need to do it, and we need to do it now. You know, China is an exporting nation, as you know so well. Without exports, that economy dries to a dribble. We need to say, unless you make serious and sustained progress in ending torture, political prisoners, concentration camps, forced abortion, all the horrible things. I just had a hearing in July, Tucker, on this horrible practice of stealing people's organs. 50 to 100,000 people, 100,000 victims every year who are killed to get their organs, and they go after 28 years old. That's what was brought out in our hearing, and it's from people like Christians and Tibetan Buddhists, Uyghurs, and the Falun Gong practitioners. This is something that is Nazi-like, and is going on right now. So we're saying they have to clean up their act, or else their ability to send their exports to U.S. markets will be severely and substantially tariffed, and that's what this bill does.
Meanwhile, people like Larry Fink of BlackRock suck up the Chinese in the middle of a genocide, then lecture us on George Floyd. I bet you this is probably the only lever that could get any change at all in our relationship with China. And of course, we wish you the best of luck. You're going to need it. Congressman Chris Smith.
Tucker, thank you. And it will make a difference. It will make a difference. Had Clinton not delinked human rights from trade, we would have a different China today. That's when we lost them. And intellectual property rights are also included in our bill. They have to stop stealing our secrets.
Yeah, the one thing they care about is trade, for sure. Thank you, Congressman.
That's right. Thank you so much, Tucker.